Top Shelf Gaming, the only show on the internet where the only cop that we like is a feel. Sacred, what's your favorite place to feel?
I'm a big head kind of guy.
Damn.
Really like just reaching over and grabbing you on the top of your delicious looking head.
What a fucking weirdo. Next thing you're gonna say is that you want to eat my brains.
Yeah. Anyway, what about you, bro?
Well, now my answer feels so fucking boring in comparison.
No, bro, let's hear it. There's nothing wrong with, grabbing anybody wherever you want just because you like to. So there's no such thing as a boring answer.
Wait a second. I don't think that's exactly where that was going.
What's up?
But no, it's gotta be butts, right?
Relaxing on the water.
10 out of 10 would grab random people's butts again because they totally are okay with it.
You're starting to be just like Moroku.
So are we gonna drown Moroku on the trip here?
Yes.
Unless you like Moroku, in which case I am just like him.
Who is it?
Spill the tea, sis! Just because I brought it up?
Why are you blushing?
God, they all fucking know. They've been making fun of us behind our back this whole fucking time. When we were hanging out with Shishomaru.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, man, he's so got the hots for Sango. What a fucking loser.
Have you seen how often he stares at my feet? What a fucking idiot. Thinking he's slick? We can always tell. Just looks at the camera. We can always tell.
I do really like Sango.
Yeah.
But I could choose not to say anything to her.
Well, then we wouldn't have learned anything.
Just because there's no use.
God, that's fucking brutal though, right?
He knows he's the self-insert OC of a fucking InuYasha RPG.
God.
He knows he has no shot.
Yeah. Man, I want so bad, and of course we're not going to have to because that compilation that I still haven't remembered to look for
Same.
definitely exists. It's just all the cutscenes. But I don't know where to go. There's too many options for question mark places we can go.
Too many things.
See, and the fact, of course, I don't know if it'll be the same this time. Let's go here.
Yeah, let's go to the Field of Ignorance.
This seems like it'll be an easy place to find whatever we're looking for. Because the last time we got the question marks, we only got to do one and it disappeared.
Right.
And it's that's actually kind of cool in a way because it incentivizes you to play the game again so that you can see more of the stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, this isn't exactly an amazing game.
Yeah, I mean...
necessarily, so I don't know that I necessarily want to play it over and over.
It's been a lot of fun, but, I don't know if I'd be willing to play it upwards of 10 times. Because, if you just want to do all the character stuff, that's one thing. You can replay it all day for that. But, going to all these random little events, doing all the fucking seed events at the village, that's a lot of content. On one hand, it's impressive that they loaded all that content into this game. But also, I don't know, man. That seems like an awful lot of content,
Right. No, for sure.
You want a nice, meaty game, but after a while, you get full.
Because they are so beautiful.
Just like you, small child.
Beautiful.
Man, I'm definitely not going to jail because I'm nobility.
Flower is pretty.
He's holding up a fucking weed.
Hey, Rin! Don't talk to Sesshomaru about such unimportant things!
Talk to him about important things, like what he's gonna do once he takes over the world!
Am I right, Sesshomaru?
I'm sorry.
Just fucking punts jocking.
Come on! Do it!
Quiet.
Damn.
Jonkin.
Verbally punted.
Down.
Brutal. So I do know, I don't remember if we've talked about it yet, but and I don't know how you do it or how you even would do it because we've missed it so hard, I can only assume. But you can have your character's closest social connection be Shishomaru somehow.
How the fuck would you do that?
I don't know. I wonder if maybe these little question mark events where we're seeing all this stuff.
So we just walked past Shishomaru, right?
Yes. Okay, well that was, don't get me wrong, it was endearing. Everybody loves to see Shishomaru on their TV screen.
Right.
But We didn't do anything.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so I would assume that maybe like some more of these question marks, if we had like gone to the right place last time, maybe we would have run into Shishomaru, and eventually we'd run into him as like, I don't know, our date to the prom or whatever the fuck it's gonna be.
Right.
Yeah, see, because they're all gone now. We had so many choices.
That feels like such a waste. What if the one over in, like, Mount Horu was like the most fun one? Or
I know,
something?
and we're never gonna know unless they're in that thing we find.
Right.
Which I'm sure will be. Hey, do you captain boats? Do you captain boats to Arigato Island?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Something Ashigiri Village, I think?
All the fishermen live here. I wonder if they're like legally obligated to move here.
Like you get caught fishing in a little stream, and they grab you and are like, "Hey, what are you doing here? All fishermen have to go live in Shishio Village."
It's like, yeah, but I'm not a fisherman. I'm just a fishing guy. It's like, yeah, tell it to the judge.
And
It's like, okay, where's the judge? Oh, he's in
Shishio Village.
Yeah. Also, he is a fisherman judge. So it's probably going to be a while before you can talk to him.
I mean, that guy's such a good fisherman. He's fishing right through the dock.
God, he is. Look. Oh, he caught me. Oh,
Oh
no.
no! Kagome,
Oh, no.
help! Oh no!
Oh, you got me,
You got
old man.
me. Now you get to kiss me.
I'm catching a big fish. Okay, he literally is.
Okay.
Well, that makes me feel worse.
Yeah.
Knowing that they thought of that. You think that was the plan all along, or just they couldn't get it to stop showing up there? So,
So
fuck it.
like, yeah, fuck it. This guy's now fishing. He's stuck.
What? That's a scary place. You shouldn't even talk about it.
I heard it was uninhabited. What kind
No
of
one
island
ever
is it?
lived there ever again, or before, or now. I got this guy got a name despite just going.
Mm-hmm. What a boomhauer kind of guy.
InuYasha, all the Tetsaiga.
You can't attack random humans with a Tetsaiga.
Asagiri Island.
Sometimes.
Except for when we can. Also, this is the least romantic boat possible. What were we hoping for?
To get on one of them little like swan boats.
Pedal our way to the fucking island of Wasongo.
Yeah.
But I guess I got this boat here that can hold 4 people. 2 of them need to ride in the love boat, where love happens.
Who would like to do that? We're just like, oh, me. It's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Who else? And Shippo's like, oh, let me go. It's like, no, Shippo, you're ruining this for me.
We fucking kick him into the water.
It's because of you that we're late. Why is it my fault?
Yeah, what did InuYasha do?
Because you tried to help, you overpowered the boat so it couldn't go straight.
Damn. Understandable. InuYasha's probably overpowered many things, so they couldn't go straight.
I was just trying to get us to the island.
Sex joke.
Thanks, bro.
Got
I
you,
could
bro.
never do this show without a co-host like you, buddy.
Oh, I know it, bro. Every time I watch an episode with you and Crandon, I'm like, God, why is Crandon not over-explaining every single joke Eric makes? Does he want people to think Eric is funny?
Thank you, fisherman.
No, I don't think so.
What is he doing? Just providing meaningful commentary and adding his own jokes to the flow of the episode. He needs to be ruining Eric's flow.
Yeah.
Boat here. There must be someone else here too.
Love you, Crandon.
Love you so much I made an exact replica of you and put you in a wrestling ring.
Yeah, dude.
It's Kikyo again, your favorite!
Yay! Do you think Kagome gets mad whenever InuYasha can be like, it smells like Kikyo? Why do you know what she smells like? It's been 50 years. Forget about her.
Deep down, probably.
Well, he's
Like, deeper down, she doesn't. She understands. But deep down, she's like, fucking InuYasha, just get over it. But, like, on the surface, she's like, no, it's okay. But on the surface of the surface, she's like, fuck InuYasha, fuck Kikyo, and fuck you.
well, like, what does Kikyo even smell like anymore? Because, like, she's made of dirt.
Thank you.
She is. She's also made of, like, because it's the dirt from her grave and like her ashes, which I think is where the smell that is of her is supposed to come from. Of course, it could also be that he just like now knows what her new smell smells like.
Dirt?
I mean, yeah.
Because I'd imagine whatever she smelled like got cooked out during the cremation process.
I mean, you would assume so, but listen, are you a dog demon from Feudal Japan?
You got me there. I'm not one of those.
Exactly. So who knows? Who knows how effective his nose could be at sniffing out the tiniest details of people's sense.
How effective is your nose at sniffing stuff out? Do you got a reliable sniffer over there?
No. No, not hardly at all.
I wouldn't say the same about mine either. I don't know. I've tried. Whenever I cook stuff, I always try to like smell my seasonings. Mm-hmm. Just so I can be like, okay, when my food smells like this, I know I've seasoned it enough. But whenever I do that, I'm always just like, fuck, this is under seasoned, and so I just fucking the next time I just pour an ungodly amount of seasoning into my food.
Yeah, understandable. I just kind of arbitrarily throw stuff in there until I'm like, okay, that looks like enough. And I mean, it pretty much always works, so.
Right. Well, and I don't know. I always use the same seasonings for everything. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter what I'm cooking, garlic and onion get in there.
I mean, that's fair. I open up our cabinet and I pick up anything that's in there currently that I like. And I'm just like, yeah, some of that, some of that, some of that, some of that. Alright, that looks pretty good.
Let's see, yeah, salt, pepper, and then garlic powder and onion powder.
Onion powder, yeah.
And then I usually throw in some, like, Italian seasoning.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, I'll throw in a little bit of paprika if I want a little bit of spice. Not that paprika's, like, incredibly spicy, but...
No, just a little bit of spice, though.
Yeah, someone will bring
You're not trying to make fucking girls. You're just making a little bit of spice.
Yeah, something to bring out the everything, the most things nice.
Man, speaking of, in totally related news, I got on a plane for the first time.
Oh yeah,
the other day.
You took a trip,
and yeah, I did. And on the plane, on the way there, I didn't pay for in-flight Wi-Fi because it was like $19.
Yes, a scam.
And I was like, man, that's an awful lot. On the way back, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, same.
I spent a whole lot of money to go. Like,
what's 20 more bucks for Wi-Fi?
And also, I had something specific, because on the way back, I read My Hero almost all the way. Which, semi-related news, I was way behind. I was on, like, chapter 200. Now I'm on chapter, like, 320 or something like that.
Nice.
And I don't know when I get to the point where everybody kept saying that My Hero just totally falls off. But I'm not there yet, which is good. And I'm not so sure I'll get there, because I'm pretty sure I'm to that point already, and I still think it's fucking great. Right. But that's neither here nor there. The important thing is, on the way there, I didn't have in-flight Wi-Fi, which meant no reading My Hero. So for the most part, I just slept, because I got up at like 6:30.
God, you're lucky. I've tried to sleep on a plane every time I've gone on a plane. I can't do it.
That's fair. It's not exactly the most restful sleep I've ever had, but... When it's desperate times, it calls for desperate measures and all that.
Right.
But they had free entertainment, because you can still connect to the plane Wi-Fi. It just locks you out of everything but the handful of free things they had.
Yeah, watch some movies.
Yeah. And one of the things they had was the Powerpuff Girls. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll watch the Powerpuff Girls on my way there. And they only had, like, 4 episodes from Season 6. And they're not, like, full episodes. They're 11-minute episodes because they're half episodes that run together to make one full runtime. And so, for the first time ever, I got to see an episode that I've wanted to watch for a long time, except for I didn't bring headphones because I didn't anticipate watching anything.
Right.
So I didn't get to hear it. I just got to
see it.
Literally see it.
Absorb it through thine eyes.
Yeah. But it's the second Rowdy Rough Boys episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and man, it's aight.
Yeah.
It was the first Rowdy Rough Boys episode.
Really, a lot of the Powerpuff Girls, I feel like, does not age super well. Like, those first, 2 or 3 seasons, real good. Everything after that, varies. Yeah. No, quite some time ago, because I'm pretty sure it was when we were still living in the apartment, Sarah and I were watching through
the Powerpuff Girls and watched through season 1. I was like, damn, this show's fucking great. And I watched through season 2. I'm like, damn, this show's fucking great. And we watched through, I forget, season 3 or season 4 something, when they really start to like change up the art style and stuff.
Right.
And I was just like, damn, this show is it?
Right. No, 100%. Craig McCracken's great. I love basically every Craig McCracken thing I've ever seen. But the longer Craig McCracken stuff goes, the worse it tends to get. Because I also feel like the back half of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was certainly not as good as the first half.
That's fair.
And I loved Wander Over Yonder, and I feel like Wander Over Yonder getting canceled was the best thing that ever happened to it, because that was a nice, crisp 2 seasons of fucking gold.
Oh, flowing mighty river.
I didn't even realize he was the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends guy, too.
Yeah, he made it with his wife. It's a
he
very
made like
romantic story.
He made like 1,000 fucking super good TV shows.
He and Gendy were kind of like the Butch Hartmans of Cartoon Network, just fucking making every banger show they had something to do with.
Fair.
And granted, they aged better than Butch Hartman stuff, just because Butch Hartman stuff was never really all that good to begin with. But then they worked with other people to make good things, whereas they're just like, hey, Butch, what's the next show you got? And he said, oh, fucking Dog Spy. He's like, yeah, Dog Spy. What? He's like, yeah, it's fucking Dog Spy. He's like, alright, hey, that didn't do too good. Well, your next one's gonna be great. And he's like,
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents, but with monsters.
Okay.
Yeah! I was like, alright, well, that didn't do too good. But hey, we're going back to the well of Fairly Odd Parents. That was fucking great. And he's like, give him a dog.
Yeah.
And then after
It's really-
that, give them a new kid.
Yeah, it's really weird, too, because the Fairly Odd Parents... You know, I continued to watch the Fairly Odd Parents until I stopped having cable, which was, like, right before they introduced the dog. So I didn't see what people consider to be, like, the worst bits of the show. But I did see the parts where people were like, oh, yeah, it's gone way downhill.
Right.
But when I was, like, a teenager, I was like, it doesn't really seem that much worse than I remember. Until a while later, I watched the earliest seasons of the Fairly Odd Parents again. And I was like, oh, wait a second, no. This was, like, a good show at one point.
Right.
Okay.
No, for sure. Yeah, the early seasons was really
Please
good.
help.
I did it.
I don't know.
Yes.
I kind of stopped liking it once I got to season like 3 or 4. Really. I don't know. Then again, but like the first season is the best one. I will always hold on that Darren Norris playing Cosmo as the fucking suave voice was way better.
We did it!
Woo!
Thank the Lord! No, that's fair. It is really interesting, too, because, like, Cosmo and Wanda started out, and Cosmo was the smart one,
Right.
and, like, he was cool, and they were just, like, so in love with each other, and, like, wait a second, actually, what if he was an idiot? Not just an idiot, a super idiot. And they hate each other now.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm never a huge fan when they change that to be like, oh yeah, no, this couple, they hate each other actually. The one time I like it is in Chowder with Mung and Truffles, because they are just fucking hilarious. And like they still love each other. Cause like there'll be scenes where like they're fuck you and they're like arguing and they're trying to bite each other's head off, and then they just start making out passionately, and then they walk away. I hate you.
Yeah, we've all been there though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, I do prefer dumb Cosmo, but I prefer dumb Cosmo when Cosmo and Wanda were still in love with each other.
Right.
Versus dumb Cosmo when they fucking hated each other.
Right.
Especially when that was literally all they fucking talked about when they were on screen together.
Right.
Was he's an idiot and I can't stand being around him, and she's an ag and I can't stand being around her. It's like, calm down, guys.
Right. And I saw someone say that at some point, like, oh yeah, they did that on purpose to like show the natural progression of a marriage that's lasted for years. And it's like, well, first of all, this is a children's show. No time has passed, you know.
Well, and second of all, it's not like you have to end up hating your spouse.
That's usually what you should avoid doing.
The ultimate backlash wave and a blessing stone.
Woo!
And a live Sango who we really need to heal.
That's what I was gonna say. We should really heal Sango before we go on to next time on the Yon.
Nah, it should probably be fun.